draft that they brought to the table, but you know what we saw earlier, and with the changes here, even with SRG bringing Gojes in, let's see how they look with this lineup as they get prepped and ready for moving forward. We jump into Land of Dawn one last time for today as we round out Group B. After things have already fallen into place once again, can SRG continue on with a 2-0 here against Fnatic ONIC? And as we look at the lineup as well, you know, the fact that Gojes is on this R lot, actually he's already going to be forcing out Keyboy, it looks like, from the jungle. But yeah, interestingly enough, Sakai's also bringing out the Joy jungle. Yeah, with Impure Rage this time, Sky's on that Joy. We did actually get to see this as well last time, if you remember. Keyboy here. This seems like Sans, we forced a flicker all the way before the first minute even. So, no flicker, no Inspire, 2 up top CW. Actually, with the Inspire, Innocent is looking to go for the trade down. He does have a few of those passive stacks. CW forced to go for the regen, and in this matchup, he has the Master Assassin. This is like, I mean, usually for CW with the Moscow, with the Inspire, with the Master Assassin, you expect him to win, but Innocent's doing a good job up top. Again, when I reference the fact that you know, we got to talk to SRG a little bit on the roundtable, this was the match they were looking forward to the most. You know, they had specific players they had in mind going against. So hold on, see, okay, I think they're gonna be fine. So you know, I was getting ready for that electrifying beats there because we saw that before with the Joy. But yeah, going back to it, you know, SRG was looking forward to this matchup, and I feel like even as they approach into this game, you know, they're riding on this huge morale boost, huge momentum. And it makes me wonder what is, again, making it work so well for SRG, because we heard from Stormy that it's all of them. It's not just one player. And I think really, if you guys haven't been watching Selangor Red Giants through their journey up to mid-season invitational here at EWC, now you know, right? The proof is there as they have now gone in and just performed near perfect, near peak, and resemblance of what we saw from Team Liquid yesterday. With that, nothing really happening in the early game. Oh, Innocent finally taking down that 1v1. Turtles up though. Final splash on the Suns together with the diversion into the back line as Keyboy is still there with the onward. Suns survives. Kyrie wins out the retreat battle and gets out with the spatial migration. Fnatic ONIC getting all the dubs in game 2, the first 2 minutes. Yeah, already off to a good start for them. Again, mid lane, look at this. Keyboy, not level 40 just yet, now gets it online. Same with Yumes. We'll go ahead and get that wild charge now on this Grok pick. And that's something that can be said too. Going back to it once again, the roamers here, man, have really been doing so much for the team. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, like, maybe all the teams don't get the chip anymore, or they draft for that, because so far from what we've seen from drafting is utilizing the Louis, utilizing the chip if it's open, and taking that. We take a look here at some of this rotation, of course, for Sakai's. To build up on this Joy, I think one of the main things is utilizing it with the fact that you have a huge burst potential in comparison with the Louis Yi. Like, that's enough magic damage in the early game to set you up. Good Valor Requiem with the spatial migration straight into the Spear of CW. Innocent, no Purify to use to escape from that situation. 2-0 up Fnatic ONIC in game number 2. Let me ask you this, Mirko. Oh, hold on. Final Slash. I don't think you're going to go through all those 2 health bars, but ask away. Let me ask this. What if we had a Guinevere in the previous game instead of a Lancelot? Things would definitely be different, you know? I mean, take a look at Kyrie's damage here over to Skies on the Guinevere, or in the Astrosphere as well, their earlier shots. Now Skies goes for the electrifying beat. Stormy punishes him with the yin-yang reaction. Skies still revealed by that Astro Echo, will stay in the bush for a bit longer. Kyrie will be falling there. It's a trade back, so I guess you get your answer. Now, charge straight into Gojes' final slash, right into the yin-yang reaction, but Keyboy is still able to survive with the Primal Wrath, punishing Gojes for overextending. You can see on your screen too, Sakai's laughing at that, but Gojes had the right thing in mind. Oh, hold on, CW? Now, the Inspire as well, trying to go for it. Keyboy jumps in with the Earth Shatter and the Armored, locking Stormy down, but Stormy's able to flicker around. Now the Yang reaction, getting the shielding down as Keyboy will be forced back. Innocent gunning him down, the Earth Shatter connecting, and one last shot from Innocent. Now it's Kyrie looking for the cleanup. Now as Yumes is very low inside of the bush, Kyrie decides to go for Innocent, but he comes back in onto the Battle Mirror image with the Violet Requiem. He doesn't need the spatial migration, 2 Thunderclaps to take Yumes out. Now Skies on the electrifying beat, has another Thunderclap reset for Lupi, goes into the Sky, victors out to safety, and Sans is there to provide some backup. Yep, good fighting once again from both teams here, but SRG also to respond. You know, they fall behind just a little bit. We're gonna take a look at the replay brought to us by STC. Great initiations on the top side. Keyboy was there, gets the Earth Shatter. You know, Stormy 1 hit away, but eventually Lutpi also joins the fight, comes in with the Thunderclap. And, you know, I'm actually really interested in what build path we're gonna see here because, you know, before, yeah, Gojes, again, they're having fun. They should. You know, bringing in Gojes here, of course, for this. And, oh, not gonna land that final slash. Might get whittled down here. Unless they just disengage. Looks like they're going to go ahead and disengage. But SRG, at the most part, is just trying to keep things from slipping too far in favor of Fnatic ONIC. Slowly but surely, Spear of Misery down below. Innocent doing some damage back on the CW. Damn, that's a lot of damage. That's it, which is weird. He's 1 in 3. Right? He's 1 in 3 on the Claude, and we know that Claude, I was surprised. Yeah, he takes time to build up, man. But look at this, like Innocent is still going to play that style of his in the gold lane, even if he's down. I mean, even looking at the gold difference here, you can see it, right? He is behind, what, 700 gold or so? Nothing too crazy. Diversion going to be used here. Where do they end up landing?
Wild charge flicker. Youm's now straight into the collapse now. As Kyrie isn't able to find spatial migration. Keyboy using the primal wrap defensively. The electrifying beats from Skies. Not enough to take Kyrie down as he is able to survive. So Fnatic ONIC, they lose CW. CW.
They just lose him, you know, lose CW. They pick that up. There's the difference between those gold laners once again, but they both pretty much have nearly the same items, nearly identical there. For CW, though, of course, he wants to go ahead and continue to farm up, get that next, either the Golden Snap DHS that we see what Moscow's do, but Innocent's going to go ahead and just take down this tier 1 turret. They're going to be too late to get to it, and you can see this Youm's providing that vision with this Grok. Makes me wonder here, Mirko, like, what's more value, the Lu Yi or the chip? What do you think they're equal? I think they're kind of equal. And both times, spatial migration, Violent Requiem, just going to be pinned down to the wall by CW, but look at the diversion again! CW able to get the Abyss Walker, but Innocent just guns him down with a blazing duet. Right on time to answer your question. Chipper, Lu Yi, both are equally strong. Kyrie jumps to the back. Innocent still able to escape for a bit, but will be taken out by Kyrie. And that will be a trade. It's actually a 2-for-1 in the end. Yeah. Turtle's up though, so with that, you're going to see Fnatic ONIC go ahead and just try to get in this area, but Youm's is going to spot a lot of this out with this Grok. He's going to get flipped over. Spatial migration locking him down into that Violent Requiem, the combo together with the Astral Meteor placed down. That's a kill over to Sans as Skies now goes with electrifying beast. Not enough damage on the keyboard or to Kyrie. The primal wrap gets used up. The final slash on the 2 as Kyrie jumps to the back, but Skies is able to escape. Coach Jess flickers out, gets caught in the spatial migration, the spear and the Astral Sphere. Everything and the kitchen sink thrown at him. They will be able to secure turtle number 3. Skies tries to go for a little cheeky steal there. It's CW who claims it. Kyrie unable to go for that retribution. Skies wants this 1v1. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Diversion's going to be used too, but here's the response. Sends in Stormy and Youm's to go ahead and cut that area off. As we look at the replay once again, this was just a great setup from Keyboy using the Earth Shatter, set things into motion, and then they go ahead and eventually get this turtle as well. But you know, something about it, and the lineup that we're seeing here from Fnatic ONIC, like I said, I'm really wondering if, even in the last draft, if the Guinevere came into play, how that would have fared, because the Lancelot really struggled, and we're seeing some of these assassin picks trying to fit into this meta. I think Joy's one of them as well. Like, as we look at Joy, we know she provides a ton of damage. Look, she's got the Starlium Scythe, she's building onto the next item, and it all goes into the relationship between that Joy and the Lu Yi. Okay. Oh, diversion, bottom side. Again, wild charge on a CW, Youm's! There's something with CW and Youm's, man. And now Kyrie goes for the spatial migration. It's a good flicker out by Stormy. Keyboy goes for the onward as well, but the Violent Requiem will be able to lock him down together with Keyboy and the Primal Wrath. It's a trade down as Innocent gets out. Gorgeous goes for vengeance with the final slashes, but he's all alone. But if you take a look at the mid lane, Skies just goes for a trade. That's a tier 1. Great, there's great decisions coming out from SRG where they can get a pick, utilizing the diversion, utilizing the conceal. But I feel like this time around, Fnatic ONIC actually having an answer for a lot of that. And part of that's actually the Masha pick. You know, when you have Loopy on this Masha pick, you can go towards that back line, and that's what we're seeing happening here. With Innocent, sometimes he has to be a little more careful, even where he BMIs back to, because of the fact that Loopy could hunt him down. And so with that, you know, nothing too crazy in terms of gold lead for Fnatic ONIC, but they are able to fight back once SRG decides to go ahead and try to find a setup. Mid lane looks like to be the focus right now. Both teams still looking to go ahead and start this Lord. It's now spawned, but SRG does have that mid turret still up in the tier 1. Again, for SRG, it's all about that slow build-up because, again, they have Innocent on the Claude, and for some reason, he was picked up twice, by the way, in the early game. So the fact that he was still able to somewhat stay equal and farm with CW is already very impressive. And on top of that, we got Youm's having personal beef with CW for sure, right? He's just been targeting him down again. CW in the back this time, not on the CW. It's Kyrie who gets out, but Sans gets caught all alone into the electrifying beats. The beats of victory for SRG. You know, I think I just got the answer to my own question earlier. Hold on. Keyboy should be okay. Looks like they're just going to get this Lord here. It looks like Fnatic might want to push them off and even fight for it. Getting in the zone, Kyrie there on the backside. Loopy also swinging around her. So just again with final slash by Kyrie displaces him as the Lord gets taken down by Skies. Now Kyrie getting ran down by electrifying beast. Loopy has a thunderclap, but can only go on an instant right now. He finds the kill back. Now it's Stormy with a diversion onto Kyrie. The spatial migration together with Violent Requiem will be able to lock him down, but there's not enough damage. Skies gets out. The clone is right there. Youm's gets shot down by Sans. Spear of Destruction, not connecting. SRG running away. Gorgeous still able to pace out. Let's take a look at Sans with the snipe, taking Youm's out up top. But still, the Lord is still in favor of SRG. Nowhere safe. Not even when you're trying to hide in the bush. Just a recall. Good pickup there once again from Fnatic ONIC. Just real quick to go back to it. I think Lu Yi is more value, man. The fact that you can place the diversion. Chip, you know, Chip, you have to. You're shown. You're on the map. You know where the shortcut's going to go. CW goes down. Okay, mid lane. Lord's going to be worked on too. It's taken out of the picture. So they get a flicker out. This flickers out. Skies. Look at him. Look at how much of a menace he is at the 11th minute of just playing music for him.
This is a nerf Joy, by the way. Yeah, it is, actually. This is a nerf Joy. Like, I thought this nerf was going to really take her out of the game.
It was the first time we saw the Joy. It was during the wild card, I think.
Exactly.
Right?
And it did really well, too. I think it was Chibi, right?
Yeah, and, you know, I think even if you look at this replay here, this was interesting. Yums, I'm not sure if this is the final shot, but Fnatic ONIC knew what they wanted to do with the line of the hand. We're going to give slow-mo look at it. There's Sans, lines it up. Goja's not even actually
Goja's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'm not going to block that one.
Again, we've had that. Wait, is this the same clip, or has he just been laughing the same way 3 times?
I feel like that's just him right now.
That's just him?
That's just him.
Synchronized laughing.
Synchronized laughing. Always laughing. But, yeah, Fnatic ONIC, it's pretty much dead even, man. Look at this. Look at the gold department. You know, for the most part, there's nothing really giving any team a drastic favor other than the fact that, you know, there's way more turrets, at least for SRG, to play around with. They've got 5 down of Fnatic ONIC. And so you're going to have to kind of see them play around the diversion. Items also, they've got the Winter's Crown for Stormy available there. The Starlium Scythe, Holy Crystal also locked in now for Sakai's. And that's where you're going to see that damage. Oh, and then the Divine Glaive as well, as I was just going into that. So we picked up Divine Glaive, Divine Version.
Again with a wild charge. Now with the Sans again. This time he won't be able to flicker out of it. And Sans gets assassinated by Stormy together with Yums.
Divine Version. That's what I just called it.
Divine Version.
Yeah.
Wild Diversion.
Wild Diversion. Both work. And so going back to it, SRG now still going for the pickoff. Keyboy.
Primal Rat trying to survive. Innocent takes him out away in the purple buff. And with Gorgeous, just with the final slash, he's able to displace him enough for the rest of the team to deal with him. 13-11, but the gold lead is still in favor of SRG.
Yep, just a bit by a couple hundred gold. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, Fnatic ONIC, it looks like they should be able to actually contest this and get into the zone, but they don't want to just deal with it, you know, given the fact that they do have pretty good clear. They could find themselves just defending. Diversion going to be used right there on the side of the jungle. No wild charge coming through that one. They're not going to pull the trigger just yet. Like I was saying, the clear speed from Fnatic ONIC's lineup should be pretty good. They could actually still extend this game. It is almost at 15-minute mark. Malefic Roar now being picked up by CW. So we'll see once again as this Lord will eventually spawn up and push in. For SRG, though, as they approach the base here, it's really like they have so many tools they can use. Coaches, he's been doing it all game. You know, he might not have landed all of them, but he is trying to use that final slash to swoop in the members of Fnatic ONIC to force that fight.
I think Wolf already said it, right? The fact that, you know, this Arlet and Loyi, it's a deadly combination, and it was first picked. Fnatic ONIC went for the Moskov, and so far, this Moskov first pick, though it was great in the early game, you know, he was able to get a solo kill on Innocent and then a few more with the help of the team. Not the snowball you would expect. It's actually still Innocent who's ahead of CW, despite the inspired choice, despite the early aggression, and now Innocent has a win in nature.
Yeah, Innocent does a great job, usually in any of his matchups in the gold lane, where he does play aggressive, but most of the time he ends up winning the matchup. So even against someone like CW,
Wild Diversion again, but this time Yums, okay, a bit too aggressive. You know, if we get a replay again, maybe we get to see Gorgeous' laugh again, right? We're just rushing on the Stormy this time with the Winter Crown there. Kyrie gonna go for the back of the flip. He jumps in on the Gorgeous, thunderclap. It's Stormy getting caught. 3 members going a bit too aggressive earlier. Fnatic ONIC punished them.
Yeah, I don't know. The timing was off on that from SRG. Sending Yums in, and then, you know, that pretty much just negates the Lord that they had to work around with. So they'll go ahead and just kind of be on the defensive themselves this time. And then also gives Fnatic ONIC now the chance to push in a little bit as they get this tier 2 in the mid lane down. So what more do they take? Also that tier 1 bottom side will go. Oh, Kyrie jumps in.
Facial migration into Violet Requiem. Gorgeous losing immortality. Innocent now with lazy to the back line, but CW is going to be melted down. Innocent going back to the battle mirror image, dealing enough damage. In the process, that Skies now with Electrifying Beach trying to get them down. Kyrie will jump in with a spatial migration. Yums forced to flicker out. Skies, no immortality. Right as he gets it, Skies is still able to escape. Well played. What an escape as Innocent again baits out the onward, goes back to the BMI. SRG are having fun.
Everyone is everywhere. That last team fight, literally everyone was everywhere, and even for Innocent. I'm surprised. We're going to take a look at the replay here from STC. Okay,
we're going to get the laugh.
we got this one where they tried to go in the base, and they punished using that diversion. But yeah, even the last fight, man, you know, okay, here we go. We get to see it. That was Sakai's escape.
Laugh.
Innocent comes in. There's no Goja's laugh.
No Goja's
He's not laughing anymore, man.
Hey, maybe next time we get a Yums laugh, you know?
Yeah, we should. Next time they send him with the diversion.
Maybe they should just get a LaFell laugh.
We could get that on track, maybe. Lord's up. Diversion used. Yum's going to go ahead and spawn a lot of this out, but Fnatic ONIC, based on how everything has gone in the past couple minutes, they're actually good to fight this. They're still going to keep Sans down there clearing that lane. He's probably going to go ahead, rotate now to this Lord. And it looks like they don't want to pull the trigger on it yet. They don't want to be the ones to actually pull this entirely out because of the fact that the wild charge is still a big threat for them. So SRG taking their time as well. It's funny when you look at it too, because there's one hit on that bottom turret, the base turret for Fnatic ONIC. So even if SRG wanted to push it in, diversion going to be used this time to displace themselves on this side of the map behind enemy lines as they wait patiently.
Oh no. Kyrie opens up the bush, spatial migration, connects onto the back line, onto Stormy too. Keyboy now with a conceal. Stormy flickers out to safety, but Lippy might be able to go for the thunderclap as the Winter Crown gets popped in, but he should still fall. It's Lippy with a mega kill now as Kyrie jumps in. Innocent very low. Kyrie going for the retribution. It's 50-50. Skies takes it away, but Gorgeous will be caught, forced to flicker as he gets scratched down by Lippy on the Masha. It's 3-4-0, but SRG do get the Lord.
They got the Lord. They're going to run it down mid anyway, though. Fnatic ONIC still pushing in. Guardian's Barrier going to be used to buy a little more time.
Look at Skies.
Oh, Sakai's.
Earth Shatter into the Thunderclap. Look, he picks up the monster kill. You can see just in a few seconds the Lord coming back up, but they might just be going for the end right here. All of them going for the turret, but now they're just going to wait for Yo. Spatial migration timed in together. They can't even go for the end anymore.
There's no minions.
There's no minions. It's still coming down. Stormy, 3 seconds for him to respawn. Innocent as well. They're just going to force it now, but I don't know if they can even do it. Stormy right there, respawning Diversion, looking with Flicker and the Thunderclap. The minions finally coming down, and Fnatic ONIC, they go out, but they go out in style. They get a win up against SRG.
And although Fnatic ONIC will